Right, hello lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys Down Under, where today we have another transfer video, something you guys seem to enjoy very much, but we're not just talking about one player today. We have two on the agenda, which we'll be covering both to a certain extent. But something I would like to say before we get into the video, please remember to like and subscribe. I'm setting a goal of 200 subscribers before kickoff when Celtic play Alkmaar in the Europa League. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the first player, a deal not as close as some would hope, and that is of 26-year-old Josip Juranovic, a player hitting the prime of his career, 26-year-old. It could only be a good deal. So a bit of background information on him if you haven't heard already. He's a Croatian international right back, having a few caps for the Croatian side. He plays for Legia Warsaw in Poland. And obviously, I spoke about Jan Kuto a couple of days ago, the Man City right back who was looking to loan to Celtic. That deal has reportedly fell through with the player going cold, unfortunately. So Juranovic has become Celtic's #1 deal on their hit list. And I think the deal is going to be around $2.5 to $3 million. So obviously not overpaying there, I don't think. I think that's a nice sum. Legia Warsaw should accept that, with the deal hoping to be done this week. One restriction I have with the deal is the fact that he's coming over from Poland. Now, I don't live in the UK. I don't know what their travel bubble policy is. I looked it up. It appears they're on the amber list, Poland, so Juranovic would have to quarantine for 7 days, but if that's changed in like the last 12 hours or 24 hours, please let me know so I can correct that. But yeah, no, hopefully get the deal done as quick as possible. He's hitting the prime of his career. I think he'll take that pressure off Anthony Ralston. You know, Ralston's played every single minute of every single game so far this season. He must be absolutely buggered under Ange Ball because you can see him getting up and down the field, and it's expected that he will be getting a bit tired and sluggish as the season goes on. So I think Juranovic hitting the prime of his career. I know I'm repeating myself, but I think he would be a great signing. He'll bring a bit of experience to that backline as well. Now, the second deal is Liam Scales from Shamrock Rovers. The deal's reportedly very close to happening. $600,000, not dollars, euros, pounds, whatever you want to call it, plus add-ons. So obviously a transfer clause, sell-on clause. Now, there was interest from Premier League clubs like Southampton, but obviously he's chosen the green and whites over them, which is a very promising sign. He's only a young player. He's still got a lot to go in his career, but he is coming from the Irish League, so he will have to step up immensely if he wants to be pushing into Ange's starting squad. But, you know, I think a very promising thing about him is that he's very adept as a centre-back. Well, his main position is centre-back, but he's a left footer, and he can also play at left back, which obviously we know we are lacking depth in, with only Greg Taylor playing most minutes there, or almost all minutes. Montgomery maybe had 5 minutes a couple games ago at left back, so it would be a very welcome change, I'd say, to the Celtic squad, you know, providing that quality depth. He's not just a nobody young player. He's actually had first team experience, and I'd say he's getting too good for Shamrock Rovers, so he's ready to make that step up into the Celtic squad. But yeah, no, I feel for a defender who can play centre-back and left-back and is left-footed, he's young, he's tall, he's strong, I think for 600k, that's an absolute steal. Like, he doesn't have to quarantine, he doesn't have to do anything. The bosses even came out saying both clubs are handling... He didn't mention Celtic specifically, but he said both clubs are doing very well in the deal. Scales won't be here before Alkmaar because he still has his own game to play in the Conference League, but after that, I'm very much hoping he will be part of the team. But as I said, both deals should be completed as soon as possible. Not only because Juranovic might have to quarantine, but as I stated earlier, we need depth in the squad. The defensive line is looking sluggish and they need a bit of experience. Ralston needs a break. Taylor needs a break. Scales and Juranovic can provide that for them. And obviously it wouldn't be a step down. I don't feel it would, or even in some cases, it might be a step up in quality. We will just have to wait and see on that front. But if we can get more quality depth into the team, and not just juniors, quality depth, first team players, the league's ours. Mark my words, the league will be 100% ours if we can rotate the squad and not lose any quality in that regard. Personally, as for more transfers, I'd still like to see a striker signed. I don't think Ayeti and Griffiths are up to the pace right now, or will be throughout the season. They're both lacking confidence. Griffiths, he's not even lacking confidence. He's just in a bad mood. I don't think he should have been re-signed, but it is what it is. And also a left winger as a backup to Christie, Forrest and Labata, who can always play both sides. And Kyoga, I think we need a new left winger. Christian Lovric has been thrown up many, many times. He seems to be very keen on the move, but there's been no news about that from Celtic's behalf. But yeah, without a doubt, if we can get some quality depth into the team, we are winning this league. 100%. There are no doubts about it. But, that's all from me. If you do have any questions about these Donnies or want to voice your opinions on the transfers, think Celtic they should do them or should go for someone else, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, don't forget, we're trying to hit 200 subscribers by the Alkmaar game. So please remember to subscribe. But that is all from me. And so until next time, hail, hail.